I have a performance coming up this Friday at the National Portrait Gallery in London, and I have to think very carefully about a few factors before obviously that time arrives. Number one is that I've got my music ready, and at the moment what I'm doing is I'm sort of carrying my music around with me. I'm listening to it as much as possible. I'm thinking about the words and the speeds and imagining how it's going to feel with the music in my hand or on the stand in front of me. I'm even contemplating with glasses or without glasses. Traditionally, of course, you don't have to learn these songs from memory. You can use your folder. But in doing that, I have to be very careful because it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Do I wear my glasses or do I not? How do I feel if I take my glasses off to look at the music? An additional problem is that the music has to be at quite a specific distance from me if I'm to not wear my glasses. I am going through the motions of the songs with or without my glasses to see how I feel, so that on Friday I am not thrown. Another thing I have to think about in terms of how I'm going to feel is really what I'm going to wear. What am I going to wear? It's early evening. It's in a room full of colour, faces, portraits, history. So I'm feeling that I don't want to make too much of a statement. I'm fairly short, I'm not quite 5 foot, which means that I have a difficulty in getting things the right length, because if I look for a long dress, usually it's far too long, and if I look for a knee-length dress, it's usually calf length. So I have to do a bit of searching around, and this time I think I've come up with a really good solution. One of the problems a singer like myself has is that not only am I short, but also I'm a good size 12 top, but a size 10 bottom, which means that over time all my singing and all my kind of expertise has given me a good sort of ribcage girth. And when I'm singing, if I have anything that's too restrictive, I don't like it because I'm busy thinking about that rather than thinking about what I'm singing. So I always look for comfort in what I'm wearing. And something a little bit classic, like this dress here. It has a nice classic V-neck, V-shaped neck, which is good for me, and a little kind of bow here, which will look quite nice. But there's no zip. Okay, it's just a nice kind of soft material, and it's got 3/4 length sleeve because I'm so short, I have to be careful. If I buy something with long sleeves, they're usually far too long, and then they are in themselves annoying because I can feel them and they're a bit of a distraction when I'm singing. I'm going to have to travel up to London and do a bit of walking to get to the National Portrait Gallery. Of course I can take a change of shoe, but I also want to think about the fact that at 6:30 in the evening I will be fairly tired, and it's never good from a singing point of view to wear heels that are too high, because what that does is it kind of throws your pelvis into a slight kind of compensatory position and alters everything in the way that you stand. So I'm always looking for shoes that have a little bit of style and a little bit of heel, but not too much. Here I have a little pair of shoes with a nice size heel. They're very sensible. I like a pair of shoes that gives my feet enough support. There's nothing worse than going onto a concert platform and doing a whole bunch of songs, and then as you release yourself from your position to walk off stage, you find that your feet are pretty numb because you've not really moved around. I like to be flexible and I like to be comfortable when I'm singing. The only other thing is that if it's a bit chilly, I like to have something for my shoulders, but something that's going to be soft and will complement the dress that I'm going to wear. I'm not one for glittery things and sparkly things. I like muted colours, and one of my favourite colours is this lovely aubergine, which I think in the kind of Elizabethan kind of setting of the portraits, black and this and maybe some jewellery, careful choice of earrings, will really make it just about right. So that's my thinking, getting ready for the concert on Friday. I know where I'm driving to, I know where I'm parking my car, I know how I'm going to get to the National Portrait Gallery. I am certainly going to factor in some time to do something nice and look at some exhibitions something that I can relax in my mind, and then get ready for a quick pre-concert rehearsal, topping and tailing the songs with Din, getting the tempos right, getting a feel for the acoustic, and then it's just basically checking how I look, making sure everything's straight, and then off we go. It's going to be great, and the feeling of euphoria when the concert is actually done is amazing. Well worth the effort. I'm sure that you can sympathise that as the event gets closer and closer, so you begin to dread it more and more in some kind of way. I'm trying really hard to turn that whole mindset round to one of expectant enjoyment of the moment, being in that wonderful historic place, singing those wonderful songs, and then coming away at the end. I'm sure I'm going to feel so great that I'll be wanting to do it all over again. So it's strange how that works. Anyway, I will report back, I am sure, after the concert is completed, and I'll let you know how it went.